This is Sellavin asking my latest review of Sword Art Online 2, Episode 10, The Pressure of Death. Now, this episode was pretty much heart-rendering for Shino, and because her fear of guns is literally taking over. She can't literally control herself the way she was. I mean, sure, in the beginning, she was a badass. Now, she fought her hardest. She did her best, but with her fear of death and guns and taking over, it's literally she's pretty much not herself right now. She's pretty much now in a cold place that she really doesn't want to be in, and it's not all her fault. I mean, we all know how tragic her past was when it comes to guns. I mean, if you've seen it, then you all know. And you also know that how heart-rendering and how hurtful it can be for her. I mean, she tries her best. I mean, she was lying on the ground when Death Gun showed up. At first, she didn't know if Death Gun was real or not in the beginning, but now she knows that he is real. And her fear took over literally when she saw that the same gun and he's using with the same gun she saw as a little girl, a Black Star Type 54, I think. 54, yeah, 54, yeah. Her fear took her over. And only by the skin of her teeth that she was saved by Kirito at the last minute, who went to check on another lead, Gunslinger Online, dealing with him, but turns out he was already dead, and it was a woman. And so, not Death Gun. But her fear is taking over to the point where she can't shoot her weapon. She can't shoot her weapon. She's so taken over by it that she's literally not the same badass that we all know and care about in the story. Like, she's literally not herself in every way she can. I mean, she's trying her hardest, but it's gonna be very hard for her now, especially in this situation that she's in. And I mean, she literally fight. At first, she played the game. She thought she was fighting, just the game, especially to be key. But now she's trying to fight for her life. And she's trying to keep herself calm, but she's still taken over by fear. I mean, she's the Shino. It's like the Shino in real life. Her real self, the coward, is taking her over. The Shino in the game, and it's Kirito who's trying to keep her calm, trying to tell her to overcome her fear. Like, because she still fight against it, she will literally die. And it's Kirito keeps trying to rallying her back. I mean, and she knows that Kirito scares too, but he knows that if he doesn't fight, they will die. He knows that, and that's what makes him strong. I mean, he's already seen it. He already been through his own personal hell when it comes to MMOs and real life. So yeah, that's something that you need to really see and give credit for. But you gotta give credit where credit is due, and I give this a lot of credit because this was a emotional, heart-rendering episode of Shino, because she's not her true. She is her true self. The scared little girl, the girl that's scared of death to guns, scared to hold one and frightened and panic, and faints. She hates being that little girl. She would rather die than become that little girl, whether it's the hands of Death Gun or someone else. She would rather be dead. But it's Kirito who doesn't want her to die. She knows that he doesn't really want her to die at all. She doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. Because he knows if he lets fear take over, then it means that it wins. And even though Kirito is afraid himself, but he still chooses to fight on. Even though Shino hates Kirito in some way, but she still admires him for the fact that he went to go this far just to protect her and to keep on fighting. I mean, their relationship is they understand each other a little bit, but it's still very heart-rending for her to trust him completely, knowing how strong he is, yet he still managed to fight on despite the apparent danger. That means she at least admires him a little, to the point where they trust each other with their secrets. For example, she trusted him with what happened to her as a little girl when she was 11 years old. That was 5 years ago when she was 11, and the gun and the death and everything. And he trusted her with the secret that he was an SAO survivor, and Death Gun is the same thing, and he was a member of Laughing Coffin, the murder guild, a guild that took pleasure in violent, bloody death and murder. I mean, and the SAO, it was all survival of the fittest because the one who created it, Aihiko Kayaba, tried to play God in his own world, and he did. Even to the point where he even joined joining the fun himself, Heathcliff. So you gotta give credit where credit is due, and I give this a lot of credit because this was emotional, heart-rendering, and very crucial episode and emotional. The way that Shino cried and beating chest, saying "I hate you so much, hate you so much," and Kirito just takes it because he knows that she is alone, she is crying, she is desperate. Even though there's a part of her that's strong, there's still a part of her that doesn't want to die and is afraid, hate to die, and she hates guns. Like, she doesn't want to feel pathetic. That's the part of her that really hates herself so badly that she really wants to die right before she feels afraid. Hey, and remember, I said this one, I'll say it again. Just because you can do something in a game doesn't mean you can't do it in real life. Right. I mean, she can overcome fear in a game. Why can't you do it in real life? I mean, she is literally a scared little girl in real life, but she's fierce and confident because nothing can hurt you in the game. But she can't. But we also seen proof that DEFCON powers. If it is true, then she is going to die if she faces DEFCON alone, and she knows that she needs Kirito's help. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is a fan favorite, emotional episode. You gotta see this for yourself. I'm not lying to you. This episode is literally one of the best they got, and very emotional and very dramatic. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll put the link down in the description, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you. You know, give me a shout out. Signing off.